Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fun Friday. This is the show where we go ahead and read your comments, take a look at the channel, and as you guys know, from this point on, we do Fun Friday live. So today, let's just go ahead and get this thing started. Let's get right into it. I'm Teardrop. Let's do it.
This is Teardrop, and welcome to New to the Wild.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are back. Man, it's been definitely a good week. The numbers went down a little bit, but this week I was able to give you 4 videos that I found very entertaining. Smoking on the Appalachian Trail, drinking on the Appalachian Trail, drugs on the Appalachian Trail, which, pissed a few people off, and pink blazing on the Appalachian Trail. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and once again, another week in the books. This is week number 11. We are almost to 3 months. 3 months since we began this new channel, and I'm really excited about the channel. Not just this channel, but I have many other channels. If you guys haven't seen them, if you guys are a fan of me personally, and you guys want to go check out King JP TV, feel free to go ahead and do so. Or the MGTOW channel, any of these channels that I have, the gaming channel, I don't give a shit. Go check them out. Anyways. So let's get right into this as we're going to take a look at the channel right now. I just mentioned what videos we did. As I said, I enjoyed all of these videos that I had the opportunity to do this week. This past week, we gained 13 subscribers. We lost 4. It was a little bit down from last week, but last week was the Damascus video. We had a big pop last week, so I understand. But we lost 4 subscribers. Bon voyage to all 4 of you motherfuckers. And so anyway, the rest of you guys that are here, of course, as you guys know, I appreciate it. So let's go back and look at the numbers over the last 7 days. We have went over 100 subscribers, which I know is not a big deal, particularly when we were where we were at with the other channel. But the speed in which I've built the subscribers on this channel, and I know that the people that's here today, for the most part, are my actual real supporters. So I'm really excited to see that. Anyway, this last week, over the last 7 days, our watch time is down, which all these numbers are down, but it's to be expected, to be perfectly honest. We had a major video last week that many non-subscribers watched, so, everything was up last week. Watch time is down, views are down, likes are down, but dislikes are also down. Comments are down. Subscribers, like I said, are down. But the average view duration, which is watch time, I'm excited about that because that's actually up. So I'm excited to see that because that's actually what YouTube's algorithm cares about. Doesn't really give a shit about views. Does not care about anything else. But the average view duration is important. Very, very important. So let's get right into the comments of this past week. We're going to start off with last week's Fun Friday video. And the only people that really commented last week, because it was another live stream, but this is on the archive of it. See, JT from Morgan says, how about a hiker interview with August Servant? I think that it may be an interesting interview. Now, I want to make this very clear to you. I will be starting the hiker spotlights again around November 11th. So anyone interested, feel free to contact me. I will be reaching out to a few people myself. I can tell you right off the jump, we have Loner coming on. We do have Mr. Johnston, who was the subject of the big issue in Damascus. We got plenty of people that I'm going to reach out to and try to bring back on. We're going to rebuild the hiker spotlights. So I can tell you now, for the most part, for the rest of 2017, it'll probably be hiker spotlights. I'll probably sprinkle in a few extra videos whenever they're not available. I still got videos coming for this next week that I already had planned. So you'll get those as well. All right, so he says, how about an interview with August Servant? Man, I would love that. August Servant is a friend of mine on Facebook, but believe it or not, and this would be hard for you to believe, he isn't real talkative within the hiker community. Me and him speak more about politics than we ever will hiking. All right, so I think it may be an interesting interview, seeing as he hiked the AT so many times and over a larger time span than most other hikers. He can provide perspective on how things have changed or how they're still the same. Think about it, JB. Thanks for what you provide. I always find it interesting. Oh, and another thought, possibly an interview with Cookie Moose. And I actually love Cookie Moose. I'd love to have Cookie Moose back. I don't know if he's found this new channel or not. I need to find him. Why don't you holler at him? JT, just let him know that New to the Wild's got a new channel. I guess I can try to find him. But definitely. I always find it interesting. Oh, and another thought. Oh, we already talked about it. He's another hiker with a long history on the AT. Thanks again, JT from Oregon. Thank you, man. I always appreciate your comments. I definitely thank you very much. So what the hell is my phone going off for? Fuck it. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of go to the next video, which is smoking on the Appalachian Trail. We'll go ahead and go to that one. Now, let's see here. I want to make sure these comments are showing up on the screen. We start off with a comment from Joseph DeCrew, who I'm actually starting to like. Joseph DeCrew, I actually didn't like in the beginning. I thought he was going to be a troll, and he still very well may be. But I'll be honest, I'm starting to like our dialogue back and forth. He says, I'd rather be next to a hippie burning a joint over a dope sucking on a tobacco dick. Weed actually has benefits. Joseph, that's absolutely correct, but it also has the same non-benefits or the same cons as cigarette smoking. It's scientifically proven that in terms of the smoke you're breathing in, the carbon monoxide is just worse than cigarettes. I'm not against weed necessarily, but yeah, I understand that you would rather be next to a hippie burning a joint, but I'm the opposite way, and this happens to be the legend of Teardrop and not the legend of Joseph DeCrew. So feel free to make a YouTube video on this matter, saying that you'd like to hang out with dope fiends. It's not a problem. You know I got love for you, Joe. I'm just fucking with you. But anyways, no, I appreciate your feedback. And as you can see, me and him went back and forth. I'm not going to read all of them. As I told you, I don't read the responses. But me and Joseph had a great conversation. You're more than welcome to go read it. It's on the smoking video. Jonathan Rosenbaum, let me make sure that's getting seen here. Jonathan Rosenbaum says, if you're at a shelter or anywhere on the trail and you don't like what's going on around you, then you keep hiking. That's my opinion, and I agree completely. If you don't like it, and that's kind of like the way I feel about motherfuckers on this channel that like to troll. If you don't like what the fuck you're seeing, change the channel. If you don't like what's around you, leave. Fucking leave. But yeah, I agree, Jonathan. All right. JB Gunner TV, well, that's actually me, so. All right, now Joseph said, fuck cigarettes near shelters. That's all I got a problem with. Far too many inconsiderate asswipes that leave butts all over the trail, too. Now, I agree with you. Anyone that's leaving cigarette butts on the trail is a fuck-up. They're a douchebag, and fuck them. No doubt about it. You say, he then goes on to say, I can handle cigars in 420, and I'll probably partake with you. And see, and once again, it goes back to the situation where we all seem to believe something's okay if it's something we approve of. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? I personally, like I said, I don't necessarily approve of weed or drugs, but if you do it, it's your fucking business, man. I really don't give a shit. Not really. And so, cigars and 420 you're okay with, but fuck cigarettes near shelters. See, that's not, what do you expect a smoker to go do? Because he's not smoking the specific item that you would want him to smoke, Joe. Do you see what I'm saying? So this guy is supposed to say, well, Joseph DeCrew doesn't like this. So this, even though this is where I'm sleeping, I need to take this completely out of the shelter area. I agree it should not be in the shelter. I agree it should not be at the picnic table. Maybe in front of the shelter. But at the campfire, you're shit out of luck. That's just the way it goes. All right, Kev Hob. Let me make sure I got his name on here. Yeah, Kev Hob says, this topic never used to be an issue until the last few years. If you smoke at home, then you'll smoke on the Appalachian Trail. If you drink at home, then you'll drink on the Appalachian Trail. I believe it was Ed Visters who said something similar about this some years ago concerning Everest Base Camp. From my experience, it's only an issue for the anal retentive and control freaks who typically don't tend to be out there long anyway. I say defend your freedom and continue your hike. Kev, that was the greatest comment that I've seen, honestly. Because that's really what it's all about. It's your own freedom, and it is what it is, and everybody that's got a fucking problem with it is anal. You're in the middle of woods, around all kinds of different personalities. Deal with it or go fuck yourself. That's pretty much my take. All right, so let's go on, go to the next video, which should be, we're going to go ahead and go to drinking on the Appalachian Trail. I'm pretty sure that was all the comments on that one. All right, let me make sure that you guys are seeing these. Okay, Brett Hikes says, one more thing. I forgot. We always pack out the cans. A lot of people don't, though. Yeah, Brett. There's no reason to leave the cans. It just makes it harder on everybody else. Joseph DeCrew says, during my through hike, I didn't even see too much drinking on the trail, but plenty in the towns where everybody else is drinking. I've only ever seen one drunk on the trail, and he was a townie at a shelter near town. And yeah, that's a good point. You know, it is 99% in towns. And the reason is that a liquor store along the trail is hard to find. So if there was more liquor stores, I think a lot more people would carry out those plastic fifths or at least a pint. I think a lot of us do it anyway, but if we can find a liquor store. But yeah, to pack in and pack out beer is a lot of struggle. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of strain. And so yeah, you're not going to see it too much on the trail. And me personally, most people didn't even see me drunk anyway, unless it was at a hostel, because most of the time I get hotels and cabins, and that was just the way I like to do it. I like to have my privacy where I can get shit-faced as I want. That's just kind of the way I look at it. Brett Hikes then went on to say, people need to let their guard down, man. Obviously, if you're out in the woods for that long, I hope you'd be on something. Yeah, no shit. LOL. I don't drink, but beers and campfires go together fairly well. Exactly. No, I mean, there's just no way around it. No, I agree completely. All my buddies do, and it's pretty much illegal in some areas, unfortunately. Is the Bud video next? Yeah, the Bud video is coming. And look, and I feel like if we're all adults at that shelter or at that campsite, what goes around, what happens at the campfire, it happens at the campfire. If you don't like it, just go to bed somewhere. You see what I'm saying? The campfire itself, to me, is a free-for-all. Just do what the fuck you want to do. If you want to smoke, you want to drink, it just is what it is. And for the record, I just want to make it clear that most hikers feel the same way. You know, even non-smokers don't fuck with me typically, or any other smokers if they're at the campfire. You know what I mean? Well, most hikers don't fuck with me anyway. That's just not a smart thing to fucking do, honestly. JT Remorgan says, basic rule of life, respect others as you would have them respect you. That applies to everything, on trail and off trail. Other than that, let freedom ring, brother. I'm hearing you loud and clear, JB. Yes, sir. Still from Oregon. Thank you, JT. And yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about being free. And like I said, there's plenty of things that I see out there that I don't necessarily like, but you ain't gonna hear two words from me. You know what I'm saying? I see all kinds of simping and dope fiending, and I don't give a shit. I won't say shit to a person unless it directly affects me. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's pretty much it. But most things will not directly affect me. All right, so let's move on. Let me make sure that was all. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one, which is drugs on the Appalachian Trail. Oh, goddamn, KB. KB's Adventures says, Franklin, North Carolina, Burger King. I give no fucks. I'm not going to comment on what that means, but I will say LOL. No doubt about it. KB's my boy. No doubt about it. That's funny shit. Yeah, never know. All right, Carly Ellison, my troll, my resident troll on all of my channels. This broad says I was hit up by a drug dealer in Front Royal, Virginia, at the south end of the Shenandoahs. It was January when I hiked the park, beautiful yet stark. Great memories. Thank you for your channel, Legend of Teardrop. Now, Carly, let's be honest here. You've been on all my channels, and you have said the most trolling, ridiculous, weird shit to where we all think that you're on drugs. And so, like I said in my comment, I find it amazing. I am not surprised that you're commenting this comment on my drugs on the Appalachian Trail video, saying that you're great memories. Carly, I have no, listen, as long as you continue to keep your comments like this, you're good with me. But let's not act like you don't troll me everywhere. You know what I mean? And I'll admit, your comments are starting to get nicer, so maybe I'm warming up. Maybe you're starting to like me a little bit, and that's good, because I'm the shit. You should like my work. But, however, I'm just letting you know, it's a little bit, you're just commenting like you're a regular person on my channels, and you know that's not the case. So anyways, Joseph DeCrew then gets up here and he says, there's no point in carrying weed on the trail unless you need to smoke it every day. That's true. You will find it all over the trail with relative ease. A lot of hikers are secretive of what they carry because they don't want to be hounded all the time or shared. Yeah, that's true. Or get a snitch to get them locked up. It also paints them as a target for theft, among other things. Let's be real, man. Motherfuckers are carrying $2,000 worth of gear and probably $5,000 on them. And we're worried about a $20 sack. But you're probably right. Yeah, it does. Because I'm glad you mentioned that, Joseph. So we are fully under the understanding that dope fiends and theft go together, right? That's what I was thinking. All right, I like that. Anyway, I don't drink or smoke often, but I'd rather be around someone high than someone drinking any day of the week. Well, let me say this. Someone tipsy, not drunk, but someone tipsy is usually fun as shit. Someone high is quiet, slow, and boring. Do you see what I'm saying? So I disagree with you on that. No doubt about it. Let's make sure we're seeing Brett Hikes here. Brett Hikes says, one more thing. Put in a mail drop if you're going to do it. No. Do not put that shit in a mail drop. Brett, what are you doing, man? Yes, I've known people to do it, but let's not. Dude, this is a public place. This is a public forum. We can't tell people that shit. Don't ask strangers and have some respect. I agree with you completely. Damn, it's a hot topic. And don't snitch either. Like telling the fucking police that are probably watching this video that people put it in mail drops. Jesus. Anyway, but the big question is, how do you feel about kids seeing you drink? I don't like it at all. In fact, I try to dodge that scenario as much as possible because I don't want to influence them into drinking. Now, there's a difference though. Will I let a kid see me have a beer? Yes. Will I let a kid see me drink? No. There's a huge difference, obviously. Having a beer and drinking. Two different things. So, yeah. I have no problem with a kid seeing me have a beer with my dinner or something. But I do have a huge problem with them seeing me get drunk for the most part. Or you get drunk or any of these dope fiends getting high. If they see you and you don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather them not see me and I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Brett then says, if people can drink on the down low out there, then they can smoke also. Just be a little discreet when the smoking, like you said. That's exactly right. About the different cup on the drinking topic. The woods is big enough for everyone. The topics are getting real good. Good shit, JB. Thank you so much, Brett. And yeah, it's all about being discreet when it comes to whatever. And if you remember right, there was a certain hostel that in my videos from this past year, I said they're very discreet. Now, I ain't saying no names. If you followed me long enough, you'll know what I'm saying. But that particular hostel, when I said they're very discreet, it's because up to that point, I had never seen a hostel like that. There was a lot of activity around that. But it was all on a down low. Everybody knew it, but they didn't know it. Does that make sense? So yeah, I know what you're saying. And no, it's not the hostel doing it. So before any of you go look it up and say, I want to find out which hostel's doing this. It's not the hostel itself. Let's just say the rules are a little lenient. Now, JT from Oregon says, I have devoured everything about the AT since 1969. Now, God damn, JT, how old are you, man? I appreciate you, man, because you're an old timer. One of my old timers, and somehow you like me. You like my style. Kudos, man. I like that. So when I first heard about the trail, there are no surprises here to me. Everyone should be aware of it. But again, please be respectful of those who do not use, especially the children on the trail. Be aware, not scared. Thanks for the video, JB. Thank you so much, JT. And, man, 1969. Shit. Man, I liked you a lot before. Now I like you even more. No homo. No homo. Hashtag no homo. All right. So now we're going to move on to the final video of the week, which, of course, is pink blazing on the Appalachian Trail. Pink blazing on the Appalachian Trail, definitely an interesting topic, as you guys know. Now, The amount, Joseph DeCruz said, let me check something out real quick. I just want to run over here. All right. So let's get back to, all right. Joseph DeCruz, the first commenter on this, and, you know, the pink blazing thing, it was actually my favorite video to make it a week. That and a dope thing. The amount of women on the trail that respond or seek for being taken care of on the trail is tiny from my experience. And yeah, I kind of agree with that, but you have to understand a gynocentric society, man. Women are always looking for resources. Women are always looking for that, even when they seem like they're not. Do you see what I mean? And yes, I understand that all these women come out and they want to, especially in the hiking community, say they're independent. They're not looking for that. And yes, it sounds good. But the reality is most men are looking for the same thing from women, and most women are looking for as I said in the video, men look at women as physical beings. They're essentially to satisfy a certain desire. Women look at men the same way, but they add a little bit to it. They like I said, the resource aspect, the protection aspect is something women like, and they also still like to be pampered. No matter how much of a feminist cunt you get out here on this trail, it's just the truth. All right. In fact, the minute they feel that they are being pink blazed, they figure out how to elude them. Some do, and I'd say most do, but some don't. I witnessed a bunch of this, and the women were always trying to blaze ahead or hang out in one place long enough. And yeah, I agree. And as I said in my video, you know, a lot of them will say the dude is annoying behind his back, but they never say it to his face because they like what he's trying to do. They like the simping that guy is doing. You know, they just want all of us other guys to know that they don't like that guy. Why? Because she's hoping to do what's called monkey branches. She's hoping that you will do the same that guy's doing. She just wants to let you know she's still available, if that makes sense. The real problem is these betas will hang out and wait on them. And yeah, I agree. They're simps. Betas all the way. Act like they ain't never seen no damn pussy before. It presents a real issue when this happens and compromises the female's height. Yeah, that's true. And it also opens up more of what I say the females do. Because now the females need protection from this simp that's chasing her. So she's going to monkey branch again and accept another guy doing it. Because she's hoping the other guy, the new guy that's trying to pink blaze her, will protect her from the old guy that's trying to pink blaze her, if that makes sense. This is when the ass beating in the middle of the woods is called for. Their pack mysteriously goes missing, one right, so they have no choice but to stay behind. Yeah, but at the same time, my take on this is simple. I'm not going to play Captain Sabo. If you're not disrespecting me and mine, and you're not putting that woman's life in jeopardy, I'm not playing Captain Sabo. If you're just annoying the broad, that ain't my business. Now, if I know her and I'm cool with her, or she's part of my hiking family, maybe. Yeah, I help out then. But I ain't about to help out no random female hiker just because she's annoyed. You know, I ain't gonna go hurt somebody. I'm pro men, man. I ain't gonna go hurt some man because a woman wants them hurt. Do you see what I'm saying? Brett then says, "Where's your pink sweatshirt? Congrats on the 100 subs. It's annoying to watch them dudes act a fool." I agree completely, and thank you so much, Brett. I hope there's room for 2 in some of those little tents. You better hope you don't have a tarp if you bring them home. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and yes, there's room for 2 in those tents. Majority of them. Just the way it is, you know. And so I've been my way around the tent. Now, I will say this, like I said, oddly enough, and this is the honest God truth, the only time I've ever been with a chick out there is when I imported them in. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't fuck with the hiker chicks, man. I just don't. And I think a lot of it is the whole liberal conservative thing. And I really don't want to hear their anti-Trump views. It just makes me, it disgusts me. And so I really don't want to hear it. So I struggle listening to a bitch talk for too long anyway. And now I got to hear her talk about Donald Trump in a negative way or play her victim role right in the middle of the woods. Nah, fuck that. I'll leave that to you. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, I know a lot of women ain't going to like the fact that I say this, but it just is what it is, man. So Look at it this way. Look at the bright side, ladies. I'm one less dude you got to worry about pink blazing or annoying you because I'm not fucking interested. You might as well look at me like a faggot and just understand that seriously. You might as well look at me like a gay dude and just understand I'm not going to flirt with you. It's just the way it goes. But with all that being said, that's pretty much, I think that's the end of the comments. Should be, that was the last video. And we got another one in the books. How long was this one? I don't know yet. But nobody was stopped in for the live stream. So here's what I'd like you guys to well, I can't blame them. It's fucking the middle of the week. It's Friday, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But I want to ask you guys a question real quick. When is the best time? Put this in the comment section once you watch the archive of this. What is the best time to actually do this live stream? Do you see what I'm saying? Because the only reason I'm doing it, I'm doing Fun Friday like this is so I can do it longer without it taking a hell of a long time with the uploads. But if you want to partake in it and want to be part of the conversation as we're doing it, let me know. But essentially, what is the best time for you personally where you believe you could possibly watch it on Fridays? Let's try to nail this down to a science, to a good time. That way we can have some actual conversation in this thing whenever I get done reading the comments. But anyway, I love doing it this way. That way I ain't got to fucking sit and wait for it to upload. So it's already going to be up for you guys. So anyway, this is Fun Friday number 11. I'm really excited about that, because next time is number 12. I start a new job Monday, but you'll still get all your videos. And Fun Friday next week will have to be after 6, probably. So probably, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going ahead and start a new job because I got a trail to hike come March. So I want to be ready. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Go ahead and leave your comments in here. I appreciate all you guys for another successful week. We're still going up. It's better than going down. And anyway, I'm JB Gunner. Let's go ahead and move on out of here.
Bye, bitches.